Hi, welcome to Purple, Scarlet, Topaz, Find the Answer to Cancer. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today, I want to talk to you about ways to lower your sodium intake. We know that high sodium intake can lead to different illnesses such as high blood pressure. High blood pressure, it could have heart problems. Different things are associated with high sodium intakes. And the one thing that I don't exactly understand is why it isn't usually suggested that you can lower your sodium intake by changing the salt that you use. Okay, by simply changing the salt that you use. We have the commercial salts that we see that there's a big section of it when you go into the spice aisle and you're looking for salt. I'm not going to mention any names of the salts, but you know who they are. You probably have some in your house right now, okay? But there are other salts besides those commercial brand salts that are much lower in sodium, okay? And that would be kosher salt, Himalayan salt, pink Himalayan salt, which is my favorite, sea salt. They also have black salt, okay? All of those salts that I just mentioned, Himalayan, kosher, sea salt, are all almost about 100 micrograms lower in sodium than the regular table salt that people use. Okay? So that lowers your sodium intake right away just by changing your salt. Okay? When people are, let's say, diagnosed with high blood pressure and you have to be on medicine and this and that, what I have heard is that they tell you no salt, cut out the salt, no more salt, which I don't exactly understand because the body actually needs salt to function properly. Okay? When people are suffering from dehydration or different things, there's a mixture of, or when you're in the hospital and they have that, I don't know if they call it a saline solution or something. What that consists of is water, sugar, and salt, because it helps the body with the electrolytes and to rehydrate or to stay hydrated and things like that. Okay, so I would say in order to do it a little healthier, lower your sodium intake by simply changing the salt that you use. Okay, now my experience, let's say with Himalayan salt, is that, okay, I used to use it sometimes, maybe in my salad, okay, but then I decided, shoosh, I'm cutting it out, and I'm going to just go to the Himalayan salt, okay? So anyway, I stopped using the regular commercial salt that you buy in the store, and I got myself a bag of Himalayan salt. So I started using it. Now, it did take a little getting used to, okay? It almost seemed like maybe I wasn't putting enough salt. but I chilled on it. And then I got used to it. I was like, this is really good. I like it. The Himalayan salt, I believe, the pink Himalayan salt, it seemed to sort of bring out the true flavor of the food, or it didn't take away from the true flavor that I was experiencing with my food. Now, eventually I had run out of the salt. I ran out of the Himalayan salt. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So I said, okay, I'll just use this table salt that I have, since I don't have any more Himalayan salt, because I still had some of that salt left. So I went ahead and I seasoned my food with the salt I used to use. And when I did that, it was a big difference. I was horrified, okay? And I was horrified because the flavor from the salt, from the table salt that I had stopped using and started using again, it tasted so harsh. It tasted so harsh. The difference was like night and day. Okay, the Himalayan salt offered a smooth taste to the food. And when I switched back to that commercial table salt, it was the taste, it was so harsh. I'm telling you, it makes a big difference. And then it also changing to a salt that's lower in sodium. You don't have to use pink Himalayan salt. You can try, like I said, sea salt or kosher salts. And you will, if you look it up, you will find, you look on the labels, you will find that those salts, pink Himalayan, sea salt, kosher salt, and what else? There's another one. You will find that the sodium levels in those salts are almost 100 micrograms or whatever lower in sodium than the regular table salt. So that is my suggestion, to try that. And of course, it's good for the family. It's good for your children. They're not taking in all of that sodium that can also build up in their little bodies and cause them to develop these different illnesses that they say are a result of, I guess, too much salt and things like that. And you'll even notice when you go out, when you change to that salt that's lower in sodium, and the thing is, the food is going to taste better. The foods you eat are going to taste better. And when you go to McDonald's and have one of their burgers, you're going to taste the difference. You might not like it as much anymore. Okay? Especially if they put too much salt on their stuff. So that's my suggestion. That's my tip for health. And that's it. Thank you. We'll talk again soon. Remember my hashtag, Find the Answer to Cancer. And thank you for listening to Purple Scarlet Topaz today. Take care. Bye.